This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Smash Global here with Gregory Rodrigues at Black House MMA ahead of his fight against Brandon Hester for the inaugural middleweight championship in Smash Global. Gregory, first off, the fight is officially 1 week away. How are you feeling?
So I'm feeling great, and I like it to say my camp started when I was 8 years old. I trained for a long time for this moment, for the opportunity. I want to say thank you for Smash Global to inviting me to make this show, and of course I'm gonna do my best, and I'm so excited for a fight to the middleweight title, and of course, like the show's name means what I'm gonna do with this guy. I'm gonna smash him.
I know our founder, Steve Roscoe, is going to love to hear that. Let's get to know you a little bit ahead of this fight. First, how did you mentioned you've been training since 8 years old. How were you introduced to martial arts?
So my dad, my dad was a capoeira master, and I started in capoeira for a long time ago. And when I was 8 years old, I introduced in the Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Manaus, Amazonas, is the north part from Brazil. And I was training for my life with the same coach, Henrique Machado, the same guy promoted the Jacaré, Ronaldo Souza to the black belt. And that's where I started my career, And when I was 13, I started boxing, wrestling, and everything. And my dream was become an MMA fighter, And my dad's dream was the same. And I lost my dad in 2015, 1 week before one fight, and that teach me a lot, because I always think that's like one dream of my dad, and after he passed away, and then I think in my life, I stopped for a while, and I say, man, that's what I need to do, I need to continue in my career in MMA. And after this, I never lost again, and I'm here, for represent him, represent my family, and of course represent my dream, because I know that's become true, and that's why.
No, of course, and you're obviously from Brazil. You're training now at Black House. Did you come to was your first time coming to Black House the first time you came to the United States?
No, I came before, I think 2013, when I'm coming for competing the World Jiu-Jitsu Championship, and then I came here, I met Lyoto Machida and all the guys here, and the last year I came for help Lyoto for one camp, and I was thinking about it there for a long time. Like 2 years ago, me and my wife to move to United States. And last year, when I came for help Lyoto, and then I say, man, I want to stay. So the Black House gave me a big opportunity, for training these beast guys here. Anderson pass here, all the time, and I'm so happy to make part of this team. They helped me a lot, Brazilian Samurai Juan helped with my boxing, my MMA style, Kenny Johnson with my wrestling, Kevin Case with the Jiu-Jitsu. So I have an amazing team, and I'm really ready for this fight.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that because you are younger in your career, not too many fights as a professional yet, but you're training at a gym and, you mentioned some of the names. You have Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, all of these legends that a lot of fans know. What's it like to just come in the gym and you're younger in your career, but you get to work with all of these guys who have made so much history?
Yeah, so that's amazing. That's one, all the dream of all fighters, training with the biggest guys, the examples. I have a lot of examples here, and I can learn a lot, When I was with Lyoto Machida, Lyoto is one guy I have a lot of respect with him, He gave me opportunity here, and man, I still with him for 2 months, and man, he washed the stuff, and I learned a lot, like small things make the difference, because you get the title, that's not a mean you are a champion, you become a champion before you get the belt. So, that's what I learned here with him, with Anderson, with Jacaré was my best man in my winning. So, yeah, I know him for a long time. When I started Jiu-Jitsu, he was a purple belt Jiu-Jitsu. And yeah, man, I'm so grateful. I thanks God all the time, for I walking by the side with these biggest guys on the sport. Rashad Evans, one a big friend of mine. We train a lot together, and that's it, man. So you know, I have everything I need. You know, I'm just coming to the cage and show, you know, what I coming to do.
I gotta ask, how did you get the nickname Robocop?
Yeah, so when I started training in X-Gym in Brazil and Rio, Destaque was my last coach, and I was on the line like that, and he don't know my name, and hey, Robocop, come here. And man, it started from there, yeah, this is still, you know. And my first fight in the TV, you know, the guys and the commentaries in the fight and say, no, that's a Gregory Robocop, and yeah, I like it, the nickname, so yeah, that's it.
It's your bulletproof, right?
Yeah. Of course. That's gonna be hard for hit me, man. Yeah, get ready, man. Get ready.
So obviously you're calling him out. Brandon Hester, your opponent for the middleweight title. What have you seen in him? What makes him challenge as an opponent?
Yeah, I saw small, little things about him. You know, like I said, you know, in this time of my career, my opponent don't have a face, you know. Doesn't matter who's you know, by my in front of me. I'm gonna pass him, you know. So, but I have a respect against him, you know, and thanks him for accept this fight, you know. We're gonna make a nice show for everybody, and but man, that one thing I know, I'm gonna smash him.
You know, so I want to, now you're fighting for Smash Global. You've fought in LFA, you fought in Brazil, you know, you fought several different places coming in your career. But Smash Global is just a little different. The venue is very small. Everybody is dressed up at their best. It's a different experience. Have you thought about how you're going to handle the walkout and just fighting in front of this small, this very well-dressed crowd?
Yeah, like you said, like I fight in like big shows in Brazil. I fought for ACB, the Russia show, but when I saw Smash Global, you know, and I think, man, that's gonna be a one great experience, you know, fight against for a lot of guys I'm big fan, you know, so I'm so excited to step in there, and then I know that's gonna be a one great opportunity, a big opportunity to me, you know, for show everybody who I am. And I'm so thankful, you know, for this Smash Global. And I know it can be a small show, but you know, that's a big, you know, everybody watching there, everybody keeping the eyes on this show, and that's a big step for me in my career, you know. And then what I believe, you know, God put me in the right place, in the right, you know, right time. So that's my time. The Smash Global is my next step, you know, my next goal. And I'm so happy for fight there. And of course, you guys can wait for one big show. You know, I'm gonna do my best, and that's gonna be a nice fight.
Gregory, we're looking forward to the fight. And guys, remember, Smash Global #9. Next Thursday, you'll have Gregory Rodrigues taking on Brandon Hester for the middleweight title and several more fights. You are not going to want to miss it.